Hey, sorry. I usually start out quiet, trying to test the audio, and then I just go, all right. Hey, my name is Steve Watson. I'm the Maricopa County School Superintendent, and it is my honor to be here. So one of my responsibilities, one of the great things I get to do is to help swear in our governing board members. And so here in Maricopa County, we have an elected treasurer, we have a sheriff, we have a county assessor. I'm the education guy. And I won't go into all the details of the responsibilities of my office, but needless to say, one of those is just working with and supporting our governing board members. And it's just an honor for me to be here. COVID has created just some challenging circumstances. Normally what we do is we get together in my office at Central and Indian School, and we just bring people in large groups and swear them in. And because of, actually starting a few years ago, Shane, who's got a camera in the background, he's with me in my office. He's our government relations representative. And Max, some of you might know, or will get to know, he's in charge of elections and bond and override and governing board elections. But so Shane had the idea a few years ago, hey, why don't we take this on the road and go out to Wickenburg and go out to Buckeye and go out to Queen Creek and Chandler and Gilbert and do some swearings in so we could have more family be available. And I didn't know at the time, which we did do, but I didn't know at the time it would prepare us for an era of COVID-19 when we were doing the majority of our districts on the road. And so yesterday we were in Aguila. If you don't know where Aguila is, if you are headed to Vegas and you hit Wickenburg, instead of going north to Vegas, you keep going west, almost to the county line with La Paz County. There's a district called Aguila out there with about 180 kids. And then we took some back roads down to Buckeye, did some swearing in Buckeye, and then I went home to almost the Cave Creek area, and then today we're out here. And so we're putting miles on the car, and I wouldn't have it any other way because this is just a lot of fun, and it's great to be able to celebrate our governing board members. And before we get to the actual swearing in, the oath of office, I do want to just take this time to just talk about what it is to be a governing board member. People, when we think of elected officials, we think of presidents and congressmen and women and town councils and city councils, but we don't often think about school boards. And our school board members are constitutionally elected officials. And that's a pretty powerful word. You know, we talk about the Constitution and constitutionally elected, and that's pretty cool to think about. And I frequently get calls on the phone saying, hey, you're the county superintendent, get rid of a school board member in District X. And I say, I can't do that because they have a responsibility to their constituents. They are constitutionally elected or occasionally appointed officials who have a responsibility to their community. And you get a job performance review every 4 years. And that's just a pretty awesome thing to think about. And then lastly, I'll say, I was at an event. We had many elected officials there. We had a member of Congress, we had several county-wide elected officials and some state legislators, and we gathered all the elected officials afterward for a photograph. And 3 of my good friends who were school board members where I used to teach and also where my kids attended were also in this meeting. And before the photo was taken, I said, hey, we need to have those 3 come into this picture because they are elected officials, and in many times they received more votes than a city councilman or more votes than a town councilman or even sometimes our state legislature. Because we have some really large districts here in Maricopa County. And so afterward, I just talked to the person who was hosting the event, and I said, hey, when we do this again, I don't want you to forget our school board members because they are constitutionally elected. And so I've been spreading the good news. I mean, you know, the people in this room know this, but I just want to let you know that I'm trying to spread that news as well, and we do. We have to, I think more so than ever during COVID-19, we've realized how important it is to elect good people to our school board, and I'm grateful to be in a room with 5 of you right now. All right, and with that, I'd like to, we are going to do this one at a time. We've been doing this Could I have, Max, do you have the oaths or the certificates with you? I'll take those. Thank you, Shane. All right, let's start with Michelle. Since A for Anderson, you can stand right there. All right, and if you'll raise your hand and repeat after me. And now I'm going to say my name, but you'll just say your name. Okay, it's okay. It can get a little nerve-wracking at times. And then just repeat after me and hold that mic nice and close.
Okay.
Do you want to test it out?
Testing.
Perfect. All right. I, Steve Watson,
I, Michelle Anderson,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona,
and the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and defend them against all enemies,
and defend them against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
and
that I will faithfully
and
impartially discharge the duties of governing board member of the Higley Unified School District number 60,
of the Higley Unified School District number 60,
according to the best of my abilities.
according to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. And here is your certificate, and we'll call you up in just another minute to take a photo. Is that okay?
That's great.
All right. Thank you. Oh, Christina. You've done this before. 12, that's a good number.
It's a good number.
All right, if you will raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Steve Watson,
I, Christina Reese,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona,
and the Constitution laws of the state of Arizona,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and defend them against all enemies,
and defend them against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and I will faithfully and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of governing board member
of governing board member
of the Higley Unified School District number 60,
of the Higley Unified School District number 60,
according to the best of my abilities.
according to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All right. Congratulations. And I'll give you your certificate as well, and we'll do another photo in just a minute. Is that okay?
Thank you.
All right. All right, Tiffany. Congratulations. All right. If you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I, Steve Watson,
I, Tiffany Schultz,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona,
and the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and defend them against all enemies,
and defend them against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and I will faithfully and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of governing board
of
member
governing board member
of the Higley Unified School District number 60,
of the Higley Unified School District number 60,
according to the best of my abilities.
according to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All right, congratulations. Thank you. And actually, Tiffany, if you'll stay up here, and we'll just have all three governing board members come up. And if you want to bring your certificates, that's great. And anyone who wants to take a photo, now's the time, and then you and I will jump in just a minute. Yeah, actually, the best way to do it is if you open it and fold the top back over and just hold it, yeah, with two hands on the sides. All right, let's hop in there. And you guys can stay in the middle, and we'll go on the two sides here. And after having a very tight jacket yesterday, I hadn't worn it in a few months. I wore one today with a little bit more space in it.
Nice.
All right, congratulations. And that is the end of our swearing-in ceremony. And we'd just like to invite anybody with families who want to come and get a picture with their newly minted elected official. That'd be, and I'm not talking about myself, to come up and do that.